My twin sister spent 20 years stealing my life piece by piece, so I gave her a taste of what losing everything really feels like. It started in middle school when Sarah convinced our parents I was the difficult twin. She'd break something, then tearfully confess that I'd done it. While I got grounded, she'd get sympathy hugs. By high school, she'd perfected the art of being me, but better. When I made varsity soccer, she quit her clubs to try out. Didn't make the team, but somehow convinced Coach Martinez that I'd been talking badly about her. I lost my starting position for poor team spirit. Sarah stole my first boyfriend by texting him from my phone, breaking up with him, then comforting him about my sudden personality change. She dated him for 8 months. In college, I worked 2 jobs to pay tuition while Sarah got full family support. She's more focused on her studies, Mom explained when I asked why. Sarah was focused on convincing everyone she was the responsible twin while I was the screw-up. After graduation, I landed my dream job at a marketing firm. 2 weeks later, Sarah showed up for an interview, armed with inside information she'd gotten from listening to my phone calls. She got hired. I didn't. The final straw came at 25. I'd been secretly dating David, my neighbor, for 6 months. We were taking it slow because I'd been burned before. Sarah met him at my birthday party. "Your sister never mentioned how funny you are," she told him later, having studied every conversation we'd had. Within 3 months, they were engaged. Sarah wore the exact ring I'd shown her in a magazine years earlier. At their engagement party, I watched her accept congratulations for her wonderful job at the marketing firm, her athletic achievements in high school, and her responsible nature that everyone admired. She'd built an entire identity from fragments of my life. That night, I decided I was done being the shadow. I spent the next year carefully documenting everything. Screenshots of her old social media posts contradicting her current stories. Recordings of her admitting to lies when she thought no one was listening. Most importantly, I gathered evidence of how she'd sabotaged my job interview by feeding our family friend inside information, then presenting my research as her own. The week before her wedding, I created a beautiful slideshow titled, Sarah Through the Years. I told David I wanted to surprise her at the rehearsal dinner. As guests gathered, I clicked play. The first slides showed sweet childhood photos, then came the contradictions. Sarah claiming she'd never played sports, next to photos of her trying to steal my soccer position, posts about hating David's favorite band, followed by her suddenly loving them after we started dating. The crescendo was audio of Sarah laughing about how pathetic David was for falling for her act, recorded just last month when she thought he was out of town. "I mean, he actually thinks I'm into hiking," her voice echoed through the silent room. "The idiot bought me $500 boots I'll never wear." David's face went white. Sarah lunged for the projector, but it was too late. "She even stole the ring idea from me," I announced calmly, showing the magazine page with my notes from 2018. Sarah tried to explain, but the evidence was overwhelming. David walked out without a word. Within a week, word spread about her job performance, how she'd been taking credit for other people's work for years. The marketing firm launched an investigation. She was fired by Friday. Our parents, finally seeing the patterns they'd ignored, stopped enabling her. Sarah had to move back home at 26, jobless and single, watching me rebuild the life she'd tried to steal. Last month, she asked if we could start over. I smiled sadly. Some things can't be undone, but maybe this time, you can try being yourself. She's working at a coffee shop now, learning who she actually is without my identity to hide behind.